Are you a healer, a light worker, starseed? Maybe you are a psychic medium or a witchcraft practitioner. Or are you highly sensitive or empathic? Well, if you answered yes, me too, you are in the right place. I am about to tell you the top 3 reasons why you have probably been struggling with your wellness program. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you what to do about it.
The number one tip that I could give, especially if I could go back and talk to my younger self, was meal prep. And I know that you're probably thinking, oh, that's such a muggle thing. Hear me out. So the very first professional session that I had in New Orleans in the French Quarter, I was down in Jackson Square. And so I was reading for tons and tons and tons of people that day and evening. And I did not even think about food. So, of course, I was absolutely ravished. I was so hungry when I left. But because my emotions, my energy was all over the place because of everybody that was coming through and all the different people that were sitting down at my table, I just wanted to ground. I was just vibrating so hard. I just wanted to ground. And so I don't know if you all have been to Bourbon Street. So I walked out from Jackson Square up to Bourbon Street. It was probably, I don't know, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And so I went to Clover Grill. Ooh, if you've been to Clover Grill, if you know, you know. Okay, so I went to Clover Grill, and this was before I was vegan. Y'all, all I wanted to do was, I just wanted to take the skillet and just lick it. Seriously. My body intuitively wanted to ground with something so heavy because I was vibrating. My spirit and my energy was vibrating so high and so hard that my physical body couldn't take it. And so it wanted to slam me down. And so I ordered, and so I just wanted grease. I just wanted fat. And it wasn't like I wanted meat or carbs or anything like that. I wanted the heaviest thing, like bricks, in my stomach to slam me back down to the ground, because we are physical creatures, okay? We can only take vibrating so hard and so high for so long. Hello? Electricity. Okay, so I remember I ordered like the greasiest burger, the greasiest fries. I could not get enough. My body needed to be slammed down. So what I learned from that was I can still take healthy foods, okay? I can still take food that has a really high vibration, but that is more physically dense, okay? So these are walnuts. I just ground them up and made my own like peanut butter, walnut butter. So what I started doing was I was taking denser, heavier foods so that I wouldn't spend 20, 30 bucks every night at Clover Grill. Yes, meal prep. One of the most harmful things that I used to neglect to do that kept me overweight and unhealthy and incredibly unhappy was I didn't cleanse my space when I came home from work. So and this is especially for you all that work in shops or even do online sessions. So because you are highly sensitive, I used to tell people you are SpongeBob SquarePants. You are a sponge. You soak everything. I'm gonna cry. So you soak everything up. So all of the hurtful, just downright harmful information that you would hear, feel, see in your readings, you would take that inside of you, and unless you cleansed yourself very well before and after, you would take it home with you. I was actually explaining this to my son the other day, that it reminds me of like doctors and nurses, you know, people that are in the medical profession, and that when they may like lose a patient or have, you know, a difficult interaction, then they take that situation home with them to their family. My mother used to always bring home germs and stuff because she worked in the hospital, and I felt like she had the immune system of like a tank, but the rest of us, we were exposed to everything that she was bringing home. And so what I'm doing right now is I picked some rosemary. So you can use rosemary. You can use lavender. I would not recommend sage. Sage is like an antibiotic. It just kills everything indiscriminately. Rosemary is going to improve the vibration. It's also going to help your cognitive ability so that you can think clearer. So what it's going to do is it is going to improve the vibration of your home in case you have brought any foolishness home. Also, because it's going to improve your cognitive abilities, you're going to be able to be aware. Oh, that's not me being depressed. That's not me being angry. That is XYZ person in the reading that I did that's having all this drama in their home. Let me release that and protect my space. Protect your space. Protect yourself. So leave this on. Let it pretend that it's, you know, the holiday season, and you're just smelling up your house with all the good potpourri, because that's exactly what you're doing. Protect your space. So the last tip I want to give you is I want you to hydrate like the electrical conduit that you are, instead of a muggle. Okay? So a lot of times when we say hydrate, people would just think about water. Okay? And while yes, you do need water, okay, especially if you're going to be reading outside, if you're going to be reading at an event, okay, and just getting in the regular amount of water that you need during the day. But, okay, because you are a living conduit of divine electricity, okay, electrolytes, y'all. No, I'm not affiliated with this brand, although this one is really good. You need electrolytes. This is electricity. Electricity. Y'all, that's a song. That was a song when I was growing up. Anyway, so you are divine electricity. So please be sure that you are putting electrolytes, damn, I love this, electrolytes in your water. Maybe you're doing smart water, but you need electrolytes. What happens is you're going to feel, two things are going to happen. You're going to feel very, very run down. You're going to feel extra tired, okay? Because your frequency, electrical current is just running so high, and you need more electricity to sustain the divine current that runs through you, okay? The other thing is if you don't get enough of electrolytes, then your body's not hydrated enough. and we will get mixed signals. Bzz, bzz. We'll get mixed signals, and you'll actually be thirsty, but you'll interpret it as I'm hungry. And so you'll go and overeat. Remember, calories in versus calories out when you're dealing with, you know, maintaining weight or weight loss or even weight gain. So make sure that you're drinking, you're hydrating with your electrolytes. All right, loves, I hope that these tips were helpful. I wish that someone had told me these things 20-something years ago when, well, actually more than 20 years ago, when I decided to read professionally for people, and then when I was getting and really feeling into my psychic abilities, my metaphysical abilities. I do. And if you have more tips or if you've got questions, put them in the comments around below, whatever. And of course you are able to work with me one-on-one. If I am able to help in any way, I would love to, because I just think of all the people that helped me and all the things that I wish I had known.